Welcome back to the final segment of Coach's Corner East. We're at Colonel Crawford Elementary School, and it's the boys swimming program, and Coach Shelli Ashley will get started with that in just a moment. We're brought to you in part by Don Barn Associates at Galleon Building and Loan Bank, Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Kia 1 mile east of the Richland Mall, Mark Osborne and Associates at E-Crane International, serving worldwide markets from the Galleon Industrial Park. And Shelli Ashley is here, and for the final time this year, because we talked last time when you brought the girls, you'll be in tournament action when we come back in 3 weeks. So this is it for you, and you've been such a willing participant, and it's always a pleasure to speak to your young people, your very successful young people. And when we had the girls 3 weeks ago, you said, well, I'm bringing the guys. Oh my gosh, I got to bring the guys, and it'll be a crazy show, and I'm really prepared for these young people to talk about their season, but it's been another successful one, and I just want to go back a little bit, back to Saturday the 14th. You had your sprint invite here. I'm living under the assumption that went very well.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Not only for your team, but just the whole event, and you enjoy doing that one.
I do. It's a fun one. It's not normal events. They get to just fun and do a lot of sprints, so it's good.
So things that they're not normally used to doing. All right, so I guess in a way I liken that to track season, when you got the guys that are normally doing shot and disc or running the 100-meter dash and things that they're not used to just for the fun of it, and hopefully they don't pull a muscle. Any surprises come out where you thought, maybe in the tournament I might have to pick on that guy to be in this relay?
Not so much with the boys, no. The boys have kind of been, we kind of know where stuff has been standing for a while. So they're just a pretty solid group that I think we kind of know.
Okay. And then Thursday the 19th, you had Margaretta here. How did that one go?
Well, it was senior night, so good time.
Yeah, and we have three seniors here tonight,
right.
So we'll talk to them individually about that. And then this past Saturday, the NCOSL meet, it was here, basically your league meet, or your the teams that are in your league, and you did very, very well. On the guys' side, you look at first team league honors, 200 medley, Landon Suter, Branyan Rowland, Nate Eachus, Lane Kaziski, all here tonight. Set a new league record. What was that record time? Do you recall?
I remember 145 something. I don't know the exact tense.
That's quick.
So, yes.
That's quick. Landon Suter also 100 free and 100 back, new meet record. Kevin Fike, 500 free, was a first teamer. The 200 free relay, Roland, Heinley, Eachus, and Kaczynski. The 400 free relay, Fike, Heinley, Scholl, and Suter. All first teamers. Kevin Fike, 200 free, second teamer. Nate Eachus, 200 IM. Second team, Branyan Rowland, 50 free. Second team honors, and then honorable mention, Aiden Scholl in the 200 free. Branyan Rowland in the 50 free, and Lane Kaczynski 100 free. And yeah, granted, there may not be a ton of teams, but still, to have that many young men do what they did, not only in this, but all season long, you have to be one proud coach.
Oh, I'm very proud. This season, you knew that this was my final season, and
right.
Part of wanting to come back is some unfinished business, and this was part of that. So these boys are just an incredible group, like so much fun. Sometimes I want to pull my hair out, but I mean, they make you laugh. Like today at practice, I was crying. I was laughing so hard because they're just
Why?
They're so we're not going to go into this.
Yeah, and you've been, there's been a couple years, if I recall, in the past that maybe haven't been as strong. And you talk about this unfinished business. What would that be?
Definitely bringing the league championship home for boys and girls. I would love to get some boys to state. I'd like to see some All-Ohioans be there on a Friday. That's the unfinished business, really. I mean, these kids are amazing kids, and I just remember the first year, 5 years ago, my first year coaching, I had one boy make districts, no relays. So I've always, I don't know, this is just a special group of boys.
Yeah, very good. Well, we have a bunch of them around the table. I want to get a chance to spend some time with each of them. We're brought to you in part by Steve and Chuck Keller at Keller Auto Parts, your Napa dealer, Uptown, Galleon, and Crestline. Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center next to the golf course in Bucyrus, and Joe Kleiman Associates at the Galleon office of First Federal Bank of Ohio. Sophomore Landon Suter's up first, and boy, you sure did well at the league meet. Surprise you, or you?
Absolutely.
Why?
In my 100 back, I was not seeded to win, and I ended up winning.
You were not what to win?
Seeded to win.
Why? What changed, in your opinion?
I don't. To be honest, I have no idea. I just swam loose. I didn't think about the race at all. I just swam loose and excited.
Were you a little nervous going into it, or just kind of said, whatever, I'm not supposed to be here, I'll just do whatever, and boy, I'm surprised.
I was a little bit nervous at first, and then I just kind of just did my thing and swam.
What is your best race right now, or best couple races right now?
100 back for sure.
Okay, that's your kind of your meat and potatoes. That's where you're going to score your points.
Yeah.
Still opportunity to get that time down?
I think so, yeah.
What would be the key to help reducing that, in your opinion?
Just putting in the work at practice when I can and doing what I need to do out of practice.
You got three key seniors that are sitting around you that you've spent a couple years with, and Coach talked about how special this group is. What have they meant to you?
They're all amazing friends, and I'm really going to miss them when they go out into college or whatever they do.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Well, you got a meet coming up this Saturday up in Port Clinton. We'll talk to Coach about that, and then hopefully a real deep tournament run. And as I always say, I hope that you get down to Canton to the Natatorium. I've never witnessed it, but I know where it is. I've seen it. It's a pretty special place, and I hope that you and all of you get to go down there. So continued success. Thanks for coming. One of the seniors, Lane Kaczynski, is here. It's good to see you, and congratulations on your first team honors. I'm sure it's well deserved, well earned, and probably pretty special to you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very special. It was nice to get.
You're about to end for all three of you seniors. It's a very similar question. Your career's about to come to an end, and hopefully not too soon. You can get out of the sectional into the district at Bowling Green and then down to Canton. Does it start to kind of hit you yet as you've had your senior night and things like that?
Yeah, hearing how many meets and practices we have left, it does start to hit, and it also makes you think about last year, how it was for those seniors and how they might have felt.
Right. Did it seem like it went fast for you this year?
Definitely.
Yeah. Senior year, something about it always goes really, really fast, not only in extracurriculars, but in the classroom as well. I think probably a lot of seniors say, it doesn't go fast enough in the classroom. We want to get out of here. Coach talked about this unfinished business. Do you have that mindset with yourself personally?
Yes, because mainly I just I always want to go as far as I can, and I feel like we can, as a team, go further than we ever could have.
Yeah, good. Well, you're leaving quite a legacy in this school, and for all of you seniors, so congratulations, and let's take care of some of that unfinished business, okay? Very good. Thanks for coming. Nate Eachus is next, and it's good to have you here and doing really well. As the season kind of played out, when you think about when you first got in the pool and started working out, has it played out the way you thought it would? Better than you thought it would? Maybe not as good as you thought it would?
I think it's going right along with where I want to be. Everything's going, we're winning everything that we want to win, and it's going perfectly according to plan. So
I think coaches, regardless of the sport, when it gets to the end of the regular season and it gets into tournament time, I think every coach would probably say, I hope there's enough left in the tank that they can continue on, go deep in whatever tournament they're in. You personally, do you still have enough in the tank to empty it by the time this thing's over with?
Absolutely.
All right. Physically, feel in pretty good shape?
Yeah.
Mentally, are you in a good spot right now?
Yes.
All right. Anything that you really need to improve on, or is it just kind of fine-tuning your sport right now?
Staying focused, and as long as we're focused, we're good.
What's your best race?
I would say our medley relay. That's my favorite. That's what I'm driving to do the best in. But
what leg are you?
I am fly.
You're fly, okay. Which one? First, second, third, or fourth?
That would be third.
Okay, all right. So you got to sit there and watch a little bit before you go do your thing.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your success. It's probably going to be tough when it's all over. Those aren't easy times, but they're also really good memories as well, and you've made a lot. So thanks for coming out. Brandon Rowland is back with us, and I had a little conversation with Coach earlier in the week, and she jogged my memory from back when you were a freshman and sitting there at the Pizza Hut. And I tell you what, I was surprised I remembered. I don't remember word for word. But for a freshman to say what you said about climbing the mountain, and I was really impressed because, and the reason, and I'm not jerking around with you. I mean it sincerely. I'm really into that kind of discussion, and for a freshman to say that was really impressive. And I can't believe you're coming near the end of your career. Have you thought about it much, Brandon?
Yeah, as the time I've been noticing, like this towards the season gets like really fast, and before we know it, it's going to be like the last practice.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard.
Well, you still have so much to do here with the GIPE relays coming up. I know it's one that the girls look forward to, and I'm sure the guys do as well. And we'll talk to Coach about that. But then you get into this tournament run, and that's where the rubber hits the road, so to speak. And it's kind of where you leave your legacy. Where do you have to get better before you get into the tournament, in your opinion?
Just focusing on everything at practice, my technique, drills all the time, and focusing hard. And being really positive with these guys. I mean, these guys are going to be what keeps all of us going.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, these are probably the best teammates I could have asked for.
What, as we kind of reflect here, what's been the most important part of being part of this program for you personally?
Really just trying to be like a leader. Just leaving for like the next generations here of what we did from this year, and hopefully it keeps going in a positive direction for the rest of the program, I guess.
In the last 4 years, how's it made you a better person?
I feel really mentally strong. I've really become a bigger leader over the course of my high school career. Yeah, I've just matured a lot.
I think that's a statement that interscholastic sports or any extracurriculars, it's not about medals, it's not about championships, it's about creating a person inside and what you can become that's going to take you to greater things later in life. And I think you just spoke on that, and congratulations for understanding and realizing that, and I wish you the continued success. And thanks for being a part of these last 4 years, all your seniors especially. It's been fun getting to know you, and I really, really appreciate that. Moving on to a junior, Grant Heinley is with us. It's good to see you, and also really continued just showing top marks here in the league, and that's got to be pretty special for you. Where do you got the GIPE coming up, but then it's kicked into overdrive? Where do you still have to get better?
I feel like I can improve on my turns and my starts, and my swimming too, everything basically. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better within the past few years. Especially last year, I felt like I was terrible, and then I don't know, this year, the first time that we did, it was faster than all of my times last year, and I was like, whoa, maybe I can do good. And then,
Part of I think the fun of being on a team is, of course, being in a game or in a meet or whatever you put the term on that for whatever sport it is. But talk about how fun it's been just hanging with these guys, and the fun that you have in practice and going to the meet environments, getting to be with other people. Talk about how fun that is.
These guys are the best. We know how to have fun, but we also work hard in practice. I like how we can focus. We can focus and have fun at the same time.
That's so vital because sometimes you don't know when to turn it off, and it's work time, and we still want to have fun because you want to have fun. I mean, that's why you do it. But to be able, as a group of young men, to be able to turn it on and turn it off, say, guys, we got to get focused and get down to business, and then we'll have fun later. I think that's key. Well, enjoy the ride. I think you got a really good group here. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun coming down the home stretch, and continued success to you.
Thank you.
Sophomore Aiden Schroll is here, and it's got to be fun for you along with Landon as sophomores. How much better have you gotten from last year to where you are right now, in your opinion?
I would say I could definitely do better. I'm happy where I'm at. My times have, I would say, very much improved, and my technique as well, with the 500 and especially the 200. I feel like that's a very strong race for me.
Talk about what these seniors have done for you, not only in your technique and how you've become a better swimmer, but what they've done for you from a confidence level.
I'd say the way they push me, I really enjoy that. I joined swim just for like fun, but I realized this year that I wanted to do better. Like I wanted to see where I could go. So I feel like the way they encourage me really gets me going.
In your opinion, does this team have potential to get a lot of people to Canton?
Oh yes.
Just got to reach the
do,
potential.
yes.
Yeah, and that all starts here very, very soon. Well, I appreciate you coming. Great job and continued success. Get those times lowered. What's your best race right now?
I'd say my 200 I have a really good chance. I went last week. I went 206, which is faster than I could imagine that I could
Good.
go. So
Good, very good. Well, continued success, get that lower, that'd be great. And finally, Kevin Fike is with us, junior, and it's good to see you, and second team honors in the 200 free, and that's always good as well. But your 500 free, is that your favorite race?
It's always been my favorite race. I love just the feeling of being in the water, and just for that extended more time than almost anyone else is in the pool. It gives me so much, just that nice happy feeling about, even though it's really not fun after I get out, but
Why
just
not?
in the moment. Well, pain and suffering.
Yeah.
But it's really fun when you're actually in the pool.
Yeah, in the moment. So many people that watch this and know of Colonel Crawford swimming, both the girls' side and the boys' side, know of the success. Do you think the competition level that you've seen this year has been up to par what you were used to seeing in your first 2 years, or has it dropped off a little bit in your opinion? And I'm not asking you to call anybody out or any teams or any individuals, but just competition in general.
I would definitely say it's gotten just about as it's increased throughout the years, I think, because every year you kind of have those one or two people that you're kind of racing against, that you're close in time, and this goes for almost any event where you have just those two people that you just really want to surpass every year, and they change because you change and you get better, and those people have to change, and it could be a upper person or someone from Galleon or maybe even Margaretta one day. But just having that straight competition, like constantly, you always want to be improving and better than them, for yourself and for them even, is just one of those things.
So you're just about to the end of the season. You're going to say goodbye to your seniors, and then you and Grant become seniors. Have you started to think about, oh crap, we're going to be the leaders next year? Has that kind of kicked into either of your minds? Has it you,
It's
Grant?
so weird.
Yeah, it definitely, it creeps in there every once in a while, but I always think, every time that comes to mind, I always think of when my freshman year was, and those seniors that were there, and just though throughout the years, there's always been those seniors every year. It's just, they're great at what they do, and I hope that when Grant and I are both seniors, that we put forth that same leadership and effort and, I guess, restraint at times that we need, so then we can function as a group, because the coach is in charge, but as seniors you also need to help lead, and be that buffer between the team and the coach.
Yeah, I totally agree. I couldn't have said it any better. I thought that that those comments are senior-like in my opinion, and that's the influence that these guys have had on you, and you're already, I can see seeds of leadership already out of you, so very, very well done. I appreciate it, and wish you the best of luck. One final break here before we finish up. A show is brought to you in part by the Burkhart family at the Burkhart Farm Center, your Case IH dealer straight west of Galleon on the Manette New Winchester Road. Mike Kleinite at Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, and Marion. Sweet Baby Ray Jones and Kendra Weaver at Ohio Door and Sash, 120 South Street in Galleon. Mark Osborne at E-Crane International, Route 598 on the north edge of Galleon. Coach Shelli Ashley, for the final segment of the year here for the swim side, and you go up to Port Clinton. One of your favorite events this Saturday, the Gype Relays, and talk about just why that's fun up there.
The boys think it's fun to have a fashion show with girl suits. That's really but
And that's just not Colonel Crawford. Everybody does that, right?
Everybody does it,
Yeah.
but these guys, I think, take it to another level with a true fashion show. It's just a fun time to be a part of it, to be a team. And, yeah, it's just fun to be a team and race in things they don't normally, so we can just get in a good mental place for the next step the week after.
You have the sectional tournament February 11th, does that sound right?
Yep.
And where will that be?
Malabar,
Malabar.
yeah, middle school.
Okay, and then the district tournament is at Bowling Green. Always like to go up there and get a lot of student athletes up there. And then the state tournament would be the week of February 20th at Canton at the Natatorium, right next to the Hall of Fame. And that's always the goal of all the area swimmers, to get as many individuals and relays and things there. And I guess before we finish up, you know, you reflect back, you had mentioned this is it. This is your swan song, so to speak. And it's certainly been an honor and a pleasure to interview you the last few years through this. But just talk about briefly what this group has meant to you specifically, and how kind of leaving them is going to be difficult, let alone the
So
program.
you put me in a bad spot.
Yeah, sorry.
I just love these kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, these kids, I know, you're making fun of me because I'm crying on the radio. These boys are just special. They're good people. Like, they're not just good swimmers, they're good people, so.
Yeah, you know, guys, and I think what you're seeing here is something that's very, very important, because oftentimes we look at, when we're young, and we look at how did a coach impact us as individuals, when we don't even realize that we're impacting them. And I'm telling you, this happens a long time in life. The people that you work with, the people that you interact with, you think you're getting impacted by them, and you don't even realize the difference that you're making in their lives. And it's quite evident to me by the emotion that Coach is showing that you've made a huge impact in her life. And I think that can't be undersold. I think it brings a lot of value, and I think it gives a lot of credit to what you guys have done, not only for her personally, but what you've done for this program. And I think that's really, really special. I wish you the very best of luck. It's been an honor for me to be a part of this, and for you to be very transparent. And I wish all of you guys the best of luck. It's been a really fun ride, especially with you seniors. Go out and take care of unfinished business. That's what I would say. Very good. We want to finish up here and let you know we have girls high school basketball coming up on WQEL tonight. It'll be Bucyrus at Galleon. That'll be right around 7:30. We have Ohio State men's basketball taking on the Wisconsin Badgers from Value City Arena tomorrow. Coverage beginning at 6:15. Friday night, it's high school boys basketball. Seneca East will be here at Colonel Crawford. That'll be our game of the week right around 7:30. I will be in for the Friday night phone board right around 9 o'clock. Saturday the 4th, we have high school girls basketball, Buckeye Central, Bucyrus on WBCO right around 1 o'clock. High school boys basketball in the evening, right back here at Colonel Crawford as Winford comes a-calling. Tip time right around 6:30, and then Will Beard with the Saturday phone board show. I want to thank everyone here at Colonel Crawford High School, especially Athletic Director Jake Bruner, my camera operator tonight, John Kreider, and our Colonel Crawford winter sports coaches, boys junior varsity coach Brett Capel, girls junior varsity coach Jenna Matty and her team, and for the final time, swim coach Shelli Ashley and her guys tonight for being here. Certainly appreciate that. Thank you to our sponsors, most of all of you tuning in on the WQEL Facebook page and Crawford County Now YouTube page. From Colonel Crawford High School, this has been Mike Sparks reminding you, a spirit with a vision is a dream with a mission. Have a good night, everybody.